today's reading is going to be what they're really after. You have got 3 piles as usual. You've got Pantone blue, Pantone pink, and Pantone orange. So 291, 691 and 166. It's like bingo. So 1, 2, 3 if you want to make your choice, and then we'll get going. Okay, this person is what I'm guessing a planner. It likes things to be concrete. This person has plans for you. There is, I'm guessing here from them, a karmic feel, a feeling of a connection that they can't explain, and it's making them move. It feels like somebody who's a bit of a hunter, somebody who likes life to be exciting, and they like to be in control of it. You have in the centre of this spread the Ace of Pentacles with the Two of Wands. Gives me a feeling of somebody that wants to start something that feels as if it is here in this material world and it's moving. There's lots of thoughts going on. This isn't a dreamer. This is not the pack of a dreamer. What they are really after is after action. They are after action. They like a struggle. This makes me think of a fire pile or a Capricorn pile. You know, I was about to say you could almost expect the Emperor, but actually I'm looking at the Emperor there before I say that. It's somebody who likes a struggle because it feels more worthy. And that's not the same as playing hard to get. That is just a feeling of liking to achieve something. You may be out of their league in some way. They may feel that getting closer to you is a hard thing to do. You've got the Queen of Wands here with stars in their eyes. That is somebody, once again, a shaker and a mover who likes things to aim for. And this person here, looking at the sky, is aiming for the stars. You have got 2 Ace of Pentacles here. You have got 2 Judgment cards here. You have got the Hierophant and the Emperor. This person wants something concrete. This person wants to feel as if they get the prize at the end. This isn't somebody who is sat at home fantasizing and reading Mills and Boons. This is somebody who knocks on your door and says, okay, let's stop mucking about. Let's just go out and do something. Or, you know, if there's lots of like eyes across crowded rooms type of thing going on, this is the type of person that comes over and says, are you looking at me? That type of thing, in a gentlemanly or a very ladylike way, I am sure. But this person doesn't want things left unsaid. This person wants something to actually happen. There is actually at the end of this spread the High Priestess with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is something that could, if this is like a sexual pull and one person's taken, I suppose what I'm saying here with the High Priestess, it could very possibly be that they may still want to keep it a secret. So that might apply to 1 or 2 of you. This could be somebody with, I'm guessing here, with either a lot of testosterone, a lot of progesterone, somebody whose hormones are on the boil and wants to act on them. It feels like the pack of like a sportsman or sportswoman, but somebody who helps others. You know, I'm thinking it could be something like a physio or somebody who's a bit of a high flyer, or like, you know, if they're not a bit of a high flyer, they like to be seen as a bit of a high flyer. This person likes to achieve. This person likes that dopamine hit. Is it dopamine? Whenever I say dopamine, my kids laugh. Say, Mum, it's got a meme. You know, it's not a meme. What are you on about? The Judgment card here twice, you know, honestly makes me feel like, you know, when you just stand next to people and there's a connection there and you don't even have to say anything. It's as if this person can feel it. But you've got the Queen of Wands twice. This person doesn't just want cozy conversations over a fire. You know, that's not over a fire, but in, like, you know, in front of a fire. This person wants more. Not somebody, this person wouldn't be satisfied I don't know if I'm saying the wrong thing here. I get a feeling here, in all honesty, you know, I'll tell you why I've got the feeling. Ace of Pentacles twice, you know, earthy people, they want to experience life, they want to taste life, they want to feel life, they want life to be in their hands. You've got the Queen of Wands here twice, which is somebody who likes life to move, likes it to be exciting, likes to feel as if it's in their grasp, and it feels fun. It feels like they're breaking barriers. It feels like they're on fresh ground. The Judgment card here again twice is a karmic feeling, or that feeling of breaking through that barrier. So this person doesn't want love letters that trickle through the ether. This person wants to have a strong sexual, physical relationship. To me, and the Emperor card here is prepared to put the effort in to get there. This is like an Aries feel as well, you know, especially with the Emperor there. Of, you know, they like a challenge. Aries fire sign people, it comes too easily. It's like eating grapes. It's like and swallow gone. You know, to be clever you've got to keep the fire burning here. Not the fire burning as in you've got to put loads of effort in and not be yourself, but you've got to keep the relationship alive. I know fire people who have been married like 30, 40 years, or fiery people, fiery moons mainly, and they get to a stage and they can feel it's happening, and what they do is, this couple I know I'm thinking of in particular, they almost, not really, but they pretend they don't know each other, and they start going out almost like they're courting again, courting as my dad would say. It's just that, just trying to keep things moving. And this person doesn't like staleness. They want it to keep moving. So what are they really after? What are they really after? After sex? No, they're not. They're after something concrete. They're after living a life. You know, you get airy people, and they can just be moved with concepts and ideas and thoughts, and watery people on feelings and reminiscing. This has an earthy fire feeling of somebody that wants life to happen. They want to, it's like an unsaid bucket list that they want to tick off. You know, I want to do this, I want to go there, and they want to do it with you, and they want it to actually happen. So this person wants something in real life. No messing, no playing, just doing, just being. The only sort of bit I don't really understand is the High Priestess at the end. So you may know, you know, is there some way that they still want this to be secret, which is not really what fiery people do. And I suppose earthy people don't either. And it's that sort of, you know, the High Priestess makes me wonder, this may not apply to all, whether there's a relationship or something going on that this maybe need. You may need to keep it quiet in some way. The sign, I suppose, the feeling I get, this is not negative whatsoever, because, you know, I think astrology and tarot, you know, gives everybody a greater understanding of everybody else, and we're all parts of it. And the one I was going to say, the High Priestess, in my experience, this may not be true for everybody, but the sign that's prominent in a lot of people's charts, or the planet that's prominent in a lot of people's charts, where they tend to not finish one relationship where they go to the next, is Pisces. And it's, as you know, as you say, you can't judge, because Pisces, those barriers that are, you know, not there, are the ones that smile at you when you're being sick on their carpet. You know, it's that type of feeling, because it's just like acceptance of the way things are. There's no clear cutting off from one situation to the next, you know, which is why everybody loves Pisces. So I don't know whether this has got something to do with it here, whether there's that Aries, Pisces sort of feeling, I don't know, of somebody that wants to strike gold, wants to keep life moving, wants to keep it exciting, but also is not adverse to sneaking in the back door. That is just a small part of it. If I take that out, I can't see anything whatsoever, because everything else is open, honest and functioning and forward and exciting. And this person likes to help people. There's a feeling here of somebody, and I keep getting this image of somebody like, you know, I have an image of, I'm not saying this is what I'm looking for, you know, in this spread, but it's a man that keeps popping into my head who is an older man. And when I used to run in the last place I used to live, he always used to ride his bike next to me. We used to chat all the way around, and he used to coach football to kids, and he was just, you know, all inclusive. Let's get moving, you know, that type of thing. Really generous, open nature. And this has a feeling, because you've got the Hierophant next to the Emperor, of somebody who's in control. You know, it doesn't have to be football. It's just somebody who's in control, somebody who likes to include people, somebody who helps people, has a generous, open, direct nature. And they want that from you as well. And they want you to move with them in what I'm guessing a really sort of directed way. There's nothing to say directed here. It just felt like saying it. I can't get away here from the feeling here with the Ace of Pentacles and this. Oh my God, it feels like I'm going to say something rude, and it sounds like some really bad Benny Hill sketch, but I'm going to say fertile garden. And I just get a feeling here of Ace of Pentacles twice. Oh dear. Of somebody who wants a physical relationship. It feels as well of time compressing. To have the Judgment and the Queen of Wands twice. The Judgment, to me, you know, it could feel lots of different things. And to be honest, it feels lots of different things in different packs, depending on what it's surrounded by. And sometimes you can't actually, it's not cookie cutter, is it? What's the books that you read about tarot and you try and learn it? And you have to start there. But so many different scenarios come alive when they're clamped around lots of other cards in different situations. So I suppose it's like you know, to read tarot you have to be quite versatile, and sometimes you just don't have it, you don't get it at all, you just get stuck. But here with the Judgment and the Queen of Wands here makes me think of compressed time, because the Judgment is like one situation onto the next, ending, beginning. It's like waking up, understanding. And the Queen of Wands here makes me think of somebody who wants action fast. So, you know, like compressed time, you know, it could be a feeling here of they want things to get moving. There's possibly with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands there, a feeling of, I've been watching, I've been waiting, come on, let's get moving here. You know, this person could be moving away out of a job, they could be going abroad, you could be moving out of a situation, you could be in between marriages, you know, who knows. But there's a feeling here of compressed time and passion. Compressed passion, compressed time. Let's just sneak that back in then and ignore it. Okay, right, so pile number one, I'm going to sum this up. What is this person after? This person is after your body. This person is after physical contact. They're after something that makes them feel alive. They like a challenge. That you may have fire in you as well that makes them feel alive. They feel that by striving to get towards you almost makes them feel as if they've got the prize. I don't know whether in their minds they feel that you're slightly out of their league in some way, but there's a feeling of excitement. And as I said, there's a feeling of compression, of wanting to do things quickly before the situation simmers. This person's watching, they want to make it practical. And this is somebody who may come across as a very generous nature, you know, who, yeah, it's got that sort of no more watching, no more waiting. Come and join me because I don't know how long the offer's on the table type of feeling. And I don't know what the High Priestess is there. I'm going to just ignore that for now. You know, you can probably interpret that a little bit better. But fun, fiery, fabulous. If that is not anybody's concern there. Okay, pile number one, I'm going to leave it there. And thank you for joining me. Bye. Okay, pile number three. This feels a little bit harder than pile number one. There's a feeling here of slight game playing, or you may already be stuck in it and this person possibly wants to feel good, wants to feel as if they've got the upper hand. This is somebody who I think sees you as quite emotional, or somebody who has an attraction towards you that feels like you are on the same level emotion in some emotional way. But it does have at the beginning here the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is different. The Six of Wands, it almost makes me think of, you know, being recognised and victory and being seen and attraction, which it means that. But with the Six of Wands, with these a beehive, it's almost a feeling of working together, which gives me a feeling of Six of Pentacles as well. And you've got Pentacles down here and you've got Justice. So what I'm thinking here with this Pentacle card here, which is normally shutting off from people, it's normally holding on to your own and not giving something in a practical situation. The Justice card next to it is almost saying, well, that isn't fair. You know, make it level, make it even. And then you've got here the Five of Swords, which is an angsty card, and you've got two scorpions, one being backed off a cliff, one bigger, you know, different colours. It's just that sort of push-pull, and I feel it here too. So I don't know whether there could possibly be a feeling of working with this person because of this feeling here of the beehive, and you've got two Pentacle cards here. But what I'm getting so far, what do they really want? They want things to be even. I don't know if there's like fights going on, or I don't know whether it's just like fighting for attention, or there's always, you know, especially in early relationships, there may be that feeling like, do they like me as much as I like them? I'm not going to give anything until that happens. It doesn't feel like an open relationship where you've declared undying love and you're skipping around in the sunset holding hands. It's this feeling of wait and see what they do. There's slight anxiety here, wondering, waiting, watching. And what they want here, I'm guessing, is the Queen of Cups above the Five of Swords. They want more of you. More of your heart. That sounds really corny, so I try to stop myself. More of your open emotions. They want you to confess out, probably. The Hierophant here with the Eight of Pentacles makes me think of work. The Hierophant is okay, just a slight rather, and I don't know if this applies to anybody, it's just a thought I had. The Hierophant is known as the bridge, and this is like batting backwards and forwards, and this is holding. The Justice card makes me think of contracts. There could be something to do with the work position here. Just something I'm adding on. It's not like a whole feel, and it may only apply to maybe one person, if anybody. There is a feeling here of contracts, and by being in a relationship with you, does that affect a contract, a work situation in some way? That may be a part of it. Don't quite know what I mean by that, but it's just something that came into my head. You know, are you in a work situation with this person, and by being this person being close to you, it's either a helping hand or a hindrance, because underneath it you've got the Eight of Cups, which is walking away. So feelings here possibly could be, you know, I just said the Hierophant is a bridge, but you know, by being, there's like a lot of watching and waiting and wanting to understand possibly here. And there's a work situation where you may be both working together, or there's some sort of connection together that's very practical, and then walking away. Okay, there is a possible feeling here what this person wants everything wants everything to disappear. If this is a situation where, because there's work here, there's a Hierophant here, and there's two work cards here, there's Justice card here, and there's fighting. So is this a connection where two people are drawn to each other, but there's a feeling of we can't get anywhere with this? It's like, you show too much, you're going to have to leave work, with the Eight of Cups down here. Or I can't show too much because, it's not as if we're out somewhere and it's easy to show affection. This person's waiting for you to show affection. I don't know. There's a feeling of being defeated here by the situation. So I don't know how long this situation's been going on, but it makes me feel like two stubborn people who are holding their own, to be honest. You've got the Nine of Pentacles down here. which is, you know, a lady in a garden, quite self-satisfied, and it's like, I've got my walls up. I'm not, you know, you can't look over the fence at me, and I'm not bothered about looking at you. And the Five of Swords here is like push pull. You come to me first, and then when you come that little bit closer, I'll back off to see how much further you'll come. You know, that sort of that everybody does, especially, or is that just me? Early in relationships where, you know, when you're young, I suppose, when you test each other out a little bit. It has that feeling, and it could be the early stages of a relationship where that happens. Not in a bad way, not in a, you know, you want to trip somebody up. This person is there waiting. What they want, what they're really after, is for you to make them feel good. It's almost like they're waiting for you to reveal their feelings. And the Five of Swords here is what I'm guessing a constant feeling of defeat with you, as if for you there's something that can't be expressed, or there's just, you're not giving them what they want. And the Six of Wands could very much be the traditional Six of Wands of wanting to be recognised. There's closed chakras, there's closed feelings, there's closed expression. And the Justice card is, you know, this person may have shown you some affection, or may have told you that they're attracted to you, and they're waiting for more back from you. And this could be a very traditional relationship. You know, the Hierophant can be a work situation, which is very strong here, or it could be, the Hierophant could just be that, could once again be marriage, just something that is, this Hierophant's different though as well. I mean, this Hierophant has a really sort of the keys to understanding. You've got the peacock eyes, you've got the keys there. It's like opening and understanding, and trying to get past what I'm guessing here is what initial recognition of attraction, and then lockdown. I think you give the impression that you're quite happy on your own, or you're quite happy in your life situation at the moment. And that doesn't make them feel seen or loved with the Six of Wands there. It makes them feel, I mean, the Six of Wands here, you know, is a strange card, to be honest. I love this pack, but this card doesn't, probably the one of my sister actually said, because she's got the same pack as well, doesn't, I need to read it first, so I feel like I'm being negative in some way to the man who made these cards, and that isn't something I would never want to do, because these are my favourite cards. And the Five of Swords, if this is traditional Six of Wands, it's like victory, it's being recognised, it's being seen, it's feeling like you've achieved. And this person here doesn't feel like they've achieved with you. They always feel slightly defeated. And there's a possibility here of, unless something more is revealed, or somebody actually shows their wide underbelly, you know, it's almost like you want this little scorpion to flip and say, let's stop fighting, let's stop pushing and pulling, let's just show our feelings. That this relationship, or this situation, or this attraction, or this connection has an ability to move further away, to be more distant, unless somebody is prepared to be more vulnerable. You know, and this person looks to me in this pile as if they're waiting for you to do it. So, to start summing this up, what do they really after? You to declare undying love. They want to be seen by you. They want you to actually reveal something to do with, you know, something emotional to them, to say something quite heartfelt. It's not a feeling of declaring undying love. It's just a feeling of being seen, and less retracting emotions, more open with feelings here. There's a cool card here, and this person's asking for the cups. Nine of Pentacles, I'm guessing, is what you're giving them, and you're probably getting it back with this card here. It's like, you show me that, I'm going to show you that back. And they want to see more, they want to know more. And the Hierophant here, it's not a case of, you know, running around and declaring undying love and running off to Gretna Green. This is a case of, you can do it in a very conventional manner. You could just say, let's just say it's a work situation. I wouldn't mind working with so-and-so because, you know, we're a good team together. We feel good together. It's that type of thing, rather than almost becoming stuck in a situation where neither's giving at all. It's like a, you know, like stage fright feeling here. This makes me feel of like a stage fright, like the attraction's there, you both feel it, and this person's waiting for you to show it more so. Or else it's in danger of flowing away. Because you've got cards here of the Hierophant, you know, and the Eight of Cups. Sorry, the Eight of Cups, Pentacles here. It's like the Eight of Pentacles often can be working on something, and they don't mind working together in what I would guess a traditional way without having, as I said, to run off together. But there's a feeling here that unless that happens, unless there is some sort of truce, that there's going to be more distance, because you've got these two cards at the end of there being distance. Okay, right, so pile number 2, to sum that up in a couple of short sentences, what they're really after for you to recognize them, because they feel defeated. And there's going to be movement away from you unless there is some sort of controlled recognition and expression of emotions here. Okay, I'm going to go there, pile number 2. Thank you for spending time with me. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. There's a feeling here with the King of Cups and the Hangman and the Temperance right down the centre here of somebody that wants understanding. This is somebody who you possibly aren't with at the moment. There feels like there's been some sort of separation in the past, and they want clarity on what's happened. They're prepared to wait. This feels like somebody who's very patient, somebody who's very kind-hearted. There is a feeling of being... there's some, what I'm guessing, a feeling of fire here. You've got the King of Wands down here, but this pile in the middle, which makes me feel that their energy is possibly more like strongly reflective of the words I'm thinking. Heaven knows what that means. Because you've got the Temperance, the King of Cups, quite receptive, quite understanding, quite prepared to wait. The Hangman, once again, is prepared to wait, wants to understand what on earth has been going on between the pair of you. In the past, you've got the Five of Swords and you've got the Six of Pentacles. These two cards together make me feel that the situation has been unfair in the past, and possibly the World Cup has come to some sort of end. So I do feel there's some sort of distance between you. I don't know whether one of you is a parent already, because you've got the Empress down here. Or if it's not, there's two scenarios here. There may be some sort of inequality with regards to one feeling that the other is better looking than themselves. There may have been some sort of restriction in affection because of that, either feeling not worthy or putting the other one on a pedestal in some way. Or there could possibly be one's given more than the other. If it's not that, with the Six of Pentacles here, there could be a case of one's giving a lot and the other one's waiting, and then it's wrapped itself up, and this person hasn't really understood what's gone on and is waiting for some sort of clarity to come from the skies or something. So what they're really after, I'm assuming after a period of no contact here, they want clarity. You've got the Ace of Swords following this. Once again, is that feeling of wanting to understand, wanting to know, wanting to organise in their head what on earth has gone on between the pair of you. And I wonder as well with this, what they're really after, and it turns into the King of Wands from the King of Cups down here, whether this person is in the future going to put more effort into it, because you've got here the Ace of Pentacles, almost as if after a period of reflection, they start to open up and want to make something concrete happen. Because you've got two aces in what I'm guessing here. This is the middle of the spread, this is the past, and this is more the forward movement. And with regards to what they're really after, as possibly at the moment going through a period of understanding, which comes into more action orientated as it continues, because you've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. That's like almost reaching a conclusion mentally and then making something happen in the real world. After, you know, this man here with his two of Wands is looking back at the reflection, at the ending of a situation, then ending up down here is the King of Wands, and with the Ace of Pentacles, this person may very likely, this person, let's take may out of that one, this person very likely could actually make some steps towards you, but it has been through, I'm guessing, a self-learning process. They have had to go inward to understand what's going on here. And I don't know whether there has been some sort of lack of clarity or lack of expression of feelings or some inequality, strong feeling of inequality in the past. That Five of Swords, you know, there's two people, no, they're not people, there's two scorpions batting backwards and forwards in a bit of an ego game. I'm thinking, I know, in case I'm going to get you to the edge of the cliff until you confess. You know, if you don't call me by this end of this week, you know, I'm not going to listen. You know, I'm not going to pick the phone up next time you do. That type of feeling of something that one is giving and the other one's guessing. And then the World card here is like, let's wrap this up because I'm not really sure where I stand. I have a feeling here that you may have been giving more, because the Empress card down here makes me feel that you possibly, and they're coming up as the King of Cups now, but not in the past, and the Empress card could be, you could be the giver, you could actually be searching for an emotional connection, and this person hasn't actually realised until a later date what part you've played in their life. And it's a case of reflecting. And often cases, there's so many people around me that I know are like this. My husband, for once, you know, he is Spock, honestly. It's not until something's gone he'll think, oh yeah, that was quite nice, where's that gone? And then he'll start thinking. Not a lot of reflection going on there, though, to be honest. Not with you. I'm just trying to think of different people here that I know like this. You know, it could very much be somebody who's just very much engrossed in everyday life and doesn't stop and think. And you've been there, you've been, you know, constant, you've been open, you've been loving, you've been giving. You're beginning to sense a feeling of inequality. You know, there's maybe a case of, and I wonder whether this is you pushing, and they are the small little scorpion here and they've no idea what's going on, and then through probably lack of contact, there's a King of Cups with the third eye here, and the Temperance card give a really sort of emotional spiritual understanding, and the Hangman is then just cements that to me. And then it moves into the last pile with beginnings, mental new beginnings, with an understanding, and then the Ace of Pentacles actually doing something about it, and the King of Wands again gives that feeling of somebody who hasn't given much, now understands, and then is going to do something forward moving. After, with this one, look, you know, this little man here, I love the way the cards point in different directions because it gives more meaning, is looking at these reflective cards here. And this card pack here, that just feels like what this person wants from you, what they're really after. They feel like they've lost you, is what I'm thinking. They feel like something has slipped away between you and they want to bring it back into their world. And it feels like it's a process, and that will happen because they have ruminated over the whole situation quite a bit. And it would be interesting to know whether you were the giver and possibly you ended it all because you felt there was some sort of inequality. This person wasn't given enough. And I suppose what this person really needed to be given was time. Because it's not until... Not all relationships start off with jumping into bed with each other, initial, you know, that huge, you know, physical attraction. You know, who knows, this could be a friend that you've had and it's turned into more. And they've wanted more later on. I'm trying to think of love stories where this has happened. You know, when people start off and they move alongside each other, they're not really sure whether, you know, there's a relationship going on here, and then till they're pulled apart and then they get into it, then they realise what they want. I'm sure there are many films with it. Okay, right, pile number 3. To sum up this pile, what are they really after? They want a second chance. To sum that up, they want a second chance is what I would say with that pile. Okay, pile number 3, I'm going to leave you there. I hope that makes sense to you in some way, or you can gain something or take something from that in any way. Right, thank you for joining me. Bye.